Join me, Nathan Oakley, and Good Times for All, aka Zachary Zabal, on Flat Earth United, Wednesday, the 10th of May 2017, 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Now, my guest has made a series of videos that simply explain why we have this band, why we lose buildings from the bottom when we're shooting across vast distances. And he's done this on the small scale with a camera and about, I don't know if he's got it on a tripod, but he said he had it an inch above the ground, and he's backing ever and ever further away from the target, showing how you get this band that appears. So it's one of those that I was over the moon when I saw him do it with the paint can demonstration, so much so that, as I say, I put out an appeal for the YouTube videographer Good Times for All, and surprisingly it was actually a former guest who got in touch with me. So it was actually, who was it that got in touch with me? I forget now. Oh, it was They Lie, Ohio. Of course it was. Yeah, so he dropped me a line and explained that Zachary lived quite close to him. And as you can see from the video, that's the clips that are up on the screen now, he's actually gone out and taken the exact pictures of what he's trying to replicate and then done it on the small scale. And it's exciting because what Zachary's done is very cheap. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure he's got a very nice Canon camera, or I think it might even be a Nikon, but either way, he's got an expensive camera. But other than the expensive camera, he's just setting up, like you can see now, a torch, and then backing down a very long, flat surface, backing away along a very long, flat surface. And that's pretty much it. It's so simplistic, but simplicity is really hard to achieve. It's genius, if you ask me, which is why I'm going to be interviewing him at 5 p.m. tomorrow, which, as I say, is Wednesday the 10th of May. So join me and Zachary for that. Hopefully he'll explain in detail some of his experiments and talk us through what he's done and go through some of the things he'll be doing going forward into the future. I've also linked his most recent video, so it's actually part 3. Part 2 is the sun experiment, which is up on screen now. I'll put a link to his channel so you can have a look at all of these. Last but not least, I hit 1 million views. Woohoo! So I'm really pleased, and I did put a little thing out on Facebook saying thank you to all of the people who liked, subscribed and shared to my channel, but this is just a little extra thank you to all of you who have subscribed to me. I'm really pleased and elated. So without further ado, I'll play out Good Times for All, Zachary's most recent video. Thanks. See you on Wednesday.
Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. This is Good Times for All again, or Zachary Zabala if you prefer. Day 2 of work experimentation this weekend. And yesterday we did a really cool light experiment. I tried to get in this lit experiment, but some stuff came up about halfway through it. So I'm just going to start all over with new temperature measurements and all that kind of good stuff. Yesterday was great. A lot of distortion yesterday. Humidity was real high. It's been raining all day here, so I'm assuming that the humidity will still be high. Right out of my bag, it's at about a 66, I'd say. Somewhere right around there. Temperature right around 70 something, but 76, but that should probably drop here. So we'll set that down. Yeah, we did our flashlight test yesterday. That turned out real well. But yeah, I just wanted to, here's the lid we're going to be using today. Each one of these markings is roughly 1 inch. About halfway up, right in the middle there is the 6-inch mark. But yeah, the blue is 1, and the white is 2, then the blue is 3, and the white is 4, blue is 5, white line is 6, and so on. And we're going to see how much of that we can't get to disappear today. So, yeah, cooler day today than yesterday. I'll come back down here in about 10 minutes and get a temperature reading and all that kind of good stuff, and we'll go from there. Alrighty. See y'all later.
All right, folks.
So these were the pics that I took on Saturday, the first day of testing, the 29th of April. Keep an eye on the bottom. See the blue line and that white line right above it? Those bottom two, those are going to be totally gone at only about 2/3 the way down. And that would equal about 2 inches totally just taken off. And then the very last picture I get, you'll see, is just, it's wild. I couldn't even get to focus in on the thing. But a lot of distortion this day. The humidity, there was a big swing in humidity difference from one end to the other. I think that has a lot to do with it. When there's a lot of humidity in one spot and not so much at the other, that it then you can see it. It's almost like a wall that you can see. I'm not sure. Still a lot more data needs to be collected. As you can see, the objects are already starting to combine. They started with the mirroring effect, but now, as you can see, those bottom lines are gone. The white one's almost gone right now too. But that blue line, you cannot see it, the one on the bottom, and the white line is just about gone too. Those second blue lines are touching. Now it is gone. Yeah, great day for experimenting. And then I got called away. This is the first shot I tried to get from the very end, and then this one was the best out of a few shots that I could get. That was the best I could get to focus in at the bottom right there. Awesome day. Alright folks, just down here doing a double check on the temperature real quick. I got about halfway down there. Had to stop for a minute and do something. So it's about 68 degrees down here with a 75% humidity. So that's a humid day today. About 72. Or 68, I mean. How does that... Yeah, 68. It's just backwards. Sorry about that. Alright folks, so I'm going to walk this down to the other end, finish taking some pictures. Catch you down there. Alrighty folks. Not a bad day. Kind of some different effects that we see on this day. Almost as if the concrete came rising up. Not sure how all this works still. Would like to have some different equipment, better equipment to take temperatures at different heights. To see all the... Man, there's so much I'd love to be able to do, but we're going to do what we can when we can. You see the mirroring effect not even taking place yet, but the bottom is already starting to distort quite a bit. And then it's almost as if that concrete line right there is almost as if, I'm not sure. It was a different day. The ceiling fans were also on this day. That was a big difference, I think. So it's blowing hot air down. And I'm thinking that has something to do with it. Just the amount of air that's being circulated. Still not 100% sure. A lot of data to collect, stuff to go over. But the final, or the big thing is that we can get things to disappear on a flat surface over a very short distance, really. I mean, it's easily repeatable and demonstratable here, as I'm showing. Yeah, as you can see, bottom 2 inches now totally gone. And just to see how it's different, how it's blocking it off. All in all, I'd have to say a pretty good day of testing, though. And one more little vid here to wrap it all up. Alright, folks, I don't know if you can hear me down here, but not much difference. We got 72 degrees down here with a 80% humidity. So a little more humid, a little bit warmer, but not much different today. We didn't get nearly as much distortion as we did yesterday. So that's it. Not a bad weekend for experiment. Wish I had like 8 hours a week to do this, but it is what it is. So if you're still here, I appreciate it, and as always, thanks for watching.